Our reality is structured around three spatial dimensions: length, width, and height. Time, often considered the fourth dimension, provides the framework within which all motion and change occur. However, what if there exists a fifth fundamental dimension, one that we have overlooked simply because it does not manifest in the same physical way as the first four? This dimension is love. Love is often described as an emotion, an experience, or even a force that binds people together. But what if love is much more than that? What if it operates as a fundamental fabric of reality, much like gravity, but on a deeper, consciousness-driven level? Imagine love as an organizing principle that transcends space and time, creating coherence in ways that science has yet to fully explore. Could it be that love is the unifying field that quantum physics and relativity hint at? A force that not only influences human connection, but also the very structure of the universe? To understand this, let's look at the atomic scale. Atoms, the building blocks of matter, are mostly empty space. The nucleus, which contains almost all of an atom's mass, is surrounded by electron orbitals, vast regions where electrons exist in probabilistic states. If we scale this concept up, we realize that what we perceive as solid reality is actually composed of 99.99999% empty space. This raises an intriguing question. If matter is mostly empty, is our perception of physicality just an illusion? If we too are made of atoms, could we also have something akin to orbitals, an unseen field extending far beyond our visible form? Some theories suggest that human consciousness itself may extend beyond the confines of our physical bodies. If we possess an energetic field that reaches outward, potentially as far as 180 kilometers if we consider the same ratio as an atom, then our individual presence might be far more expansive than we currently assume. This would align with various metaphysical and spiritual traditions that describe human auras, biofields, and energetic influences extending outward and interacting with the world in ways we barely understand. Now, let's take this concept even further, beyond our immediate physical reality and atoms, from the tiniest of tiny into the farthest reaches of the cosmos. What happens in the final stages of the universe? Over unimaginable timescales, entropy continues to increase, leading to what physicists call the heat death of the universe, a state where all usable energy is dissipated and no more work can be done. However, not everything in the universe is destined to be completely swallowed by entropy. Our own Milky Way galaxy, for example, is gravitationally bound. This means that while the rest of the universe expands and accelerates away from us at speeds faster than light, our galaxy will remain intact. As the cosmos continues its relentless expansion, regions of space will become so isolated from one another, so much so that light itself will no longer be able to travel between them. To an outside observer, if such an observer could exist, the Milky Way would appear much like a black hole, a gravitationally bound system from which no light can escape due to the sheer scale of cosmic expansion. This perspective reshapes our understanding of the universe's future. In an era where mass concentration is extraordinarily rare, a structure as dense as a galaxy would stand in stark contrast to the void. This means that in the final times of the cosmos, the remnants of galaxies like ours could be among the last beacons of gravity and energy left in existence. But what does this mean for consciousness? If love is indeed a fundamental dimension, could it be the key to navigating not only space and time, but also the vast stretches of an increasingly desolate universe? Perhaps consciousness, untethered from physical constraints, is the mechanism by which we traverse existence beyond the limits imposed by light speed. The concept of quantum superposition suggests that particles exist in multiple states at once until observed. What if the mind itself functions similarly, able to shift between superposed realities simply by focusing intention and awareness? This idea has profound implications. If our consciousness is not strictly localized, then it could mean that our thoughts and intentions have the power to influence not only our own internal states, but also external reality. Practices such as meditation, visualization, and focused intent might not merely be psychological exercises, but actual mechanisms for shifting between states of existence. In this way, love, as a pure and unconditional awareness, could serve as the guiding force that enables consciousness to transcend the physical boundaries we take for granted. By viewing love as a fifth dimension, we begin to see reality in a profoundly different way. It is no longer just an abstract concept or an emotion, but a force as fundamental as gravity, as pervasive as time, and as transformative as energy itself. This perspective opens up tons of possibilities, from deepening our understanding of the universe to expanding human potential in ways we have only begun to explore. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more discussions on consciousness, reality, and the mysteries of existence. Leave your thoughts in the comments below.